Pregame Live, presented by Fields Auto Group.
One guy makes that kind of a difference in your lineup. One guy gives an entirely different feel to the other team also. So you always want to write his name down, always.
Joe Maddon able to write the name of the National League Most Valuable Player in 2016 in his lineup today. Kris Bryant back from that sprain on his left hand, and he will bat second and play third base. The Cubs look to even up a 3-game set with the Cardinals after blowing a game yesterday with a really rough outing for the bullpen, a bullpen that ranks 4th in the National League going in action yesterday. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. This is our Fields Auto Group Cubs pregame live, and we're on the Jim Beam patio. If you're coming to Wrigley, great spot to hang out, have a drink, get something to eat, and then get ready for baseball. But yesterday, you were here with your family. I'm watching the game on TV. 3-2, I'm like, all right, seal the deal. Let's take a win and move on. And all of a sudden, nine runs, no outs later. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, that was a tough one to watch. Yeah, they were in the perfect situation. Carl Edwards in the 8th inning, but Carl Edwards comes to the first batter, didn't establish his fastball, went to his curveball, couldn't throw strikes, walked the guy, then started nibbling, and then next thing you know, he was out of the game. They brought Rondon in, started nibbling again, then they got a big hit. So these guys were not attacking the zone with their fastball. These guys have elite fastballs. They weren't trusting it, and when you don't trust it, that's a type of inning that can happen.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you look up and it's men all over the bases and men scoring, and the Cardinals were 11-4 winners. Now, John Lester will go to the bump today. He was really good his last time out, not so good his final start before the break, but he feels like he has turned a corner.
Yeah, he's using that all-star break as a just, all right, let's forget everything in the first half.
Reset button.
Yes, here we go. Now second half comes, and now it's the John Lester that we know. The first outing was special, offensively as well, and on the bases. This guy did it all that game, but now it's, can he come back and repeat it? That's been the question of the season so far.
All right, time almost for you to get interactive with our show. Go to csnchicago.com/vote, and in a little bit, we will have our fan poll question for you, and you can get interactive. David and I will weigh in as well. All right, time for the third member of our team. As always, she is Kelly Crow with Kris Bryant back. Kel, you got a big bat back in the lineup.
Absolutely, Cap. Guys, I feel like I'm missing out a little bit. I don't have a bottle of Jim Beam down here or anything, and you guys having so much fun up there, but a very good day for the Cubs. Bryant is back, a big boost to the lineup, and really a somewhat surprising return, I think, for Joe Maddon, who admitted yesterday that he really didn't see Bryant returning in this big series against the Cardinals. At best, he thought Monday against the White Sox, but I guess Kris Bryant got to the park. He wanted to give it a try, went down and hit in the cage, and said he felt good enough to give it a go. And as Maddon said, big boost to this lineup. And here was his update before the game.
Yeah, it's nice that he came back so quickly. Happened with the ankle. Talked to him on the bench yesterday, and we just decided just to wait till today to decide whether or not he can play or not. Texted this morning, PJ, as I was doing the lineup. I sent out a preliminary lineup last night, possibly with him, and then all of a sudden he's fine. So he took some BP down the cage. Of course, it's still a little bit sore. It's not 100%, but he's ready to go, so we put him out there. It's more of a soreness as opposed to a pain, and I think under those circumstances, it's up to the player himself. Of course, we want him out there, and we would not put him at risk. So at the end of the day, the conversation between him, the trainer, and then what I can glean of it, then you try to make your best decision. But for me, the player has to understand the difference between pain and soreness plays.
So gonna push the pinky a little bit today, Bryant, and I'm sure Jose Quintana will be glad to have his pop back in the lineup tomorrow as he makes his Wrigley debut with the Cubs. And Q was dominant his first start Sunday against the Orioles. 3 hits, 7 Ks over 7 innings, and he'll get to watch his fellow lefty John Lester go today against this Redbirds lineup and just continue to soak up what this Cubs-Cardinals rivalry is all about.
It's interesting because it's my first time, and I know they played, a lot and a lot of histories in these ball games, and I can see yesterday all stadium full, so a lot of fans, and I'm excited, man. Really excited to be here and face these things, and a lot of World Series, a lot of players, so that's really good. I'm so happy.
Quintana going through batting practice with the pitchers yesterday and said he's pumped to get that opportunity more often. And one other note to pass along when it comes to the Cubs pitching rotation moving forward, good news, Kyle Hendricks, the club announced, will be activated off the DL. He will make the start on Monday against the White Sox, and the rotation from there on out will be Lackey on Tuesday, Arrieta on Wednesday, and then John Lester on Thursday. So more good news, Cap, as the Cubs continue to get healthy. Bryant back in the lineup. It'll be Kyle Hendricks going on Monday, and that's a good thing for Joe Maddon as he looks at all those names.
All right, Cal, thanks very much. We'll be seeing you with your reports throughout today's ball game. All right, now time for our bona fide pitching matchup brought to you by the best Italian beef you've ever sunk your teeth into. It's Bona Beef, one of our great sponsors here at CSN. Okay, we got a classic matchup. John Lester, Adam Wainwright. By any stretch of the measure, they're both elite.
Yes, both of these guys can pitch. These guys are competitors. They want to go out and dominate this game. Wainwright is coming off his last couple starts have been really well. I watched it. He was attacking the zone, getting strike one, and he was mixing that slow curveball in a lot. So the hitter's going to have to be able to stay back and be able to trust their hands on that fastball or cutter away. So the Cubs hitters are going to face a tough pitcher today. With John Lester, it's getting strike one. It's all about attacking zone, getting ahead, and being able to attack outside the zone. Because these Cardinals hitters really like to chase some pitches.
You were also a guy who told us that if someone could bet on you, bet that you're taking the first pitch.
For sure.
You like to see pitches.
Exactly.
But against a guy like John Lester, who can really make it tough if he gets strike one, would you ever swing first pitch against this guy?
I would have to. I don't know. I'm 1 for 19 in my career off him, so I don't know. I'd try anything.
Didn't work.
Right? No, but he's a guy that you're going to have to change your game around because once he gets rolling, he's that type of pitcher that just gains momentum, and can dominate a long stretch of the game.
He likes to pound the strike zone, and as you know, Adam Wainwright has always been a thorn in the side of the Cubs, a big-time pitcher for a lot of really good St. Louis Cardinals teams, but there have been moments that the Cubs have gotten to him.
Yes, and that was the last start at home in, I think, September or August of last year. They scored 7 in 2 runs, so it's going to be able to don't take those pitches off the corners, make him come over the middle because he doesn't have the velocity on his fastball anymore. So be ready for that fastball and go attack that ball.
All right, time for our Miller Lite Cubs fan poll question for you. Go to csnchicago.com/vote. And you can cast a vote. We will cast a vote as well. And here is today's question. Take a look at it. Here we go. How confident are you in the Cubs bullpen? Very, somewhat, not sure, or I'm not confident. Look, yesterday, I'm getting texts from my wife, who can be a very negative Cub fan. Sorry, Mindy, I'm calling you out. She's texting me, what's with our bullpen? She was here at the game. And I took a screen grab and texted it to her. The bullpen coming into yesterday was the 4th best in all of baseball.
Yeah.
You're going to have bad days. But is it a sign of negativity coming, or is it just one bad day?
I think it's one bad day. These guys can pitch. It's just trusting in your stuff. You see yesterday when they had situations, they went to their off speed. They didn't go get back to what got them there. So I think it's really, hey, let me establish my fastball, put it where I want it, and that helps everything else.
You know, yesterday watching, and you talked earlier in the pregame about nibbling.
Yeah.
I think I speak for most Cub fans that when the bases were loaded and it was 3-2, I would rather Hector Rondon have said, here's 98 right down Main Street, and if you hit it on the street, you hit it on the street. To watch walks, those drive me nuts.
That's the worst especially as an outfielder. You're sitting out there and you want to make a play for your guy, but you're walking. And now you've been standing out there for 15, 20, and then I think the inning was like 45 minutes long. You're not ready for those other plays. And then later in that inning, Kyle Schwarber had a chance to make a play. Who knows if that was because of the walks and you're you're relaxed.
He and Hap are like, oh boy, here we go.
Yes, it happens. It happens to everybody. So that's the thing about walks.
Let's talk about Kyle Schwarber. I have watched him try to do a better job taking the ball up the middle and to the left side. What are you seeing as the swing doctor?
I'm seeing that he is working. He is actually taking the opportunities for the ball away, letting it travel, and shooting back out the middle. Back up the middle for him is almost the other way for most hitters, but it's a process. It's not going to be overnight that he's going to be a great other way hitter, but it's the little steps, and you see it. He's putting in the work with Eric Hinsky and John Maley, and you know that he's the guy that's going to work hard to be able to get back to who he was.
All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups for today's ball game. Our starting lineup brought to you by the Illinois Office of Tourism. Illinois, are you up for amazing? Ben Zobrist leads off, plays second base. Chris Bryant, good to see him back in the lineup at third. Rizzo's the 3-hole hitter at first. Contreras cleans up and catches. Schwarber is the 5-hole hitter in left. Russell's the 6-hole hitter at short. Hayward 7th in right. John Jay's in center hitting 8th. And the pitcher and hitting ninth is John Lester. Let's talk about Wilson Contreras, because this is a guy who it looks like he's doing a better job against fastballs and has obviously stepped his game up offensively.
Yes, the thing with Wilson Contreras is he's getting loaded earlier. He is seeing the ball, and then once he's attacking it, it's all his conviction. He's going for it, and he's driving the ball. So that's the thing with Wilson. He's staying on top of the ball, loaded early, seeing it, and attacking it. So you don't have those inconsistent swings.
So earlier in the season, he's hitting just over 100 against fastballs down the middle.
Yeah.
And his hitting coaches, John Maley, the head guy, Eric Hinsky, his assistant, said, dude, if you want to play regularly in the big leagues, I don't care how hard you throw to second base, you got to hit fastballs.
Yeah.
And they said from that point on, he's worked really hard at shooting the ball the other way, taking it up the middle, and not trying to pull everything.
Yeah, and as he gets more confidence with the pitchers, he can get to his offense more. I think as a young catcher comes in the game, you're focused on, oh, man, I want to be perfect for these guys. You have John Lester, you have John Lackey. These guys have been around the game a while and won some World Series championships. So he knows how to attack teams now. Now it's, all right, let me get offensively, and you can see his numbers have been great the last month or two.
All right, let's talk about Chris Bryant. You get a big bat back in the lineup. Look, the finger doesn't heal in 2 days. I'm sure he's feeling some discomfort. How do you play through that? Because he's a power guy.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be mind over, matter. It's going to be, all right, having a 50% Chris Bryant is better than having some other guys that are, Tommy La Stella. No offense to Tommy La Stella.
But he's not Chris.
When Chris steps into that batter's box, he can leave, and he's a problem for the pitchers.
Do you take, I'm sure you played through a lot of injuries. Do you take a shot? Do you take a pain pill? What do you do to try and numb it as best you can?
Yeah, you definitely rub, there's some concoctions in the trainer's room that you find. You rub it up, take some pills, and you just go out there and just try to be the best player you can be. You know that you're limited, and the guys know that you're limited, but just going out there, having you on the field brings energy to the other guys on the team.
And the Cardinals have to pitch differently, knowing, okay, his hand may be hurting him, but he can still take the ball out of the ballpark.
Exactly. He's still Chris Bryant. He's still a special player in this league, and you have to pitch carefully around him.
All right. Now, let's talk about John Lester at the plate, because it was a running joke his first year here in 15. Is this guy ever going to get a hit? And his teammates are giving him a hard time. Well, he started to hit the ball better. Look, he's never going to be considered a threat at the plate. The other day against Atlanta, smokes one off the right field wall.
I thought that was gone.
And a stolen base to boot.
I mean, if you get that production along with his pitching, I mean, there's nothing. The sky's the limit for him, and he's a guy that you're not going to expect too much. You just want him to get the bunt down, move the runners around. That's just an added bonus if he gets it off the wall.
How about the steal of second, where the Cubs went and there's an auction down there for game-used memorabilia? The players chipped in, bought the base in the auction, so he's got it at his house.
That's awesome. That's a good base to have, and bragging rights to his other fellow friends and teammates of pitchers that, hey, I can do this in the big leagues as well.
They're really funny. All right, we have more to do. We've got to see the Cardinals lineup. We've got David's keys. We've got key performers and more. Cubs and their #1 rivals, St. Louis Cardinals, in town for 3. This is game 2 of the 3-game set right here on CSN. We'll be right back to the Jim Beam patio. We're 20 minutes away. Still time for you to call Feldco. Make that call. I did. You should too.
Cubs Pregame Live is presented by Fields Auto Group. Fields matters because you matter. See Fields first. FieldsAuto.com.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, inviting you to become a member of the Fields family. When you buy or lease, you also get our free loaners, car washes, and our cafes. And with more than 35,000 vehicles sold annually, you can get a great offer like this.
And now, during the summer clearance event, you can lease a new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica Touring L for only $279 per month for 39 months at Fields Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Glenview.
And Fields matters because you matter.
I would never go to anywhere else because they treated me so good. It's just like family.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
It's crosstown time.
We are so ready.
We're going to sweep.
Not in my house.
We'll sweep in both houses.
Really?
We will.
We'll see.
There is one thing both sides agree on.
Bona beef.
Bona, a Chicago original. Vote for your side now at thecrosstownbeef.com.
If you call Chicago home, you know there's only one way to eat a hot dog. There's only one tallest building. There's only one use for a folding chair in winter.
Dibs.
It's not the subway, it's the L. Expressways have names. There's only one color you dye a river. Real pizza's baked in a dish, and it better be deep. We have 2 baseball teams, but you have to choose one. And there's only one way true Chicagoans pay. Wintrust. Bring it home, Chicago.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. At Jim Beam, our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Get half off exactly what you want with Pizza Hut's 50% off pizza deal. That's 50% off your favorites like hand-tossed pepperoni, meat lovers, or even original fan supreme. That's right, get 50% off any menu price pizzas when you order online. But hurry, this deal ends soon. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The Jaguar F-Pace. 2017 World Car of the Year and 2017 World Car Design of the Year. With our first SUV, we didn't just change the game, we elevated it. For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer today.
Jim Beam Bourbon has released the Jim Beam Game 7 Batch, a limited edition expression and commemorative label featuring bourbon that matured the history-making night of the Cubs Game 7 World Championship game last fall, filled with the delicious taste of glory from the world's #1 bourbon. The product, packaged with a commemorative blue cap, badge sticker, and specialty label, celebrates the Cubs' heritage and the official bourbon of the team. This will be available in limited quantities at select Chicagoland retailers. The Jim Beam Game 7 batch was created with a hint of victory, is aged 4 years, as with all Jim Beam bottles. However, this hand-selected batch features liquid that was barrel matured on the exact day the Cubs won the World Championship, delivering an oak vanilla aroma and a sweet finish that mirrors the ending of last year's historic season. A beautiful day for a baseball game between 2 intense fan bases, 2 great rivals, the Cubs and the Cardinals, here at Wrigley Field. The only place you can watch that hometown call is right here on CSN. Len and Jim are coming up in just a little while. All right, this is a rivalry that you look through those standings, man. The Brewers are in first by just a game. The Cardinals are hot on everyone's heels, and the Pirates are playing good ball. The Reds, the only team up the track. And last night, after the Cubs have a tough 8th inning and lose, everyone's scoreboard watching here in late July, are the Brewers going to expand their lead to 2? It was not to be. The Brewers fell again last night. this time in Philly, getting throttled 6-2.
I mean, this is really what you thought the Milwaukee Brewers were going to be this season, coming into the season. Young players, not knowing how they're going to play, but right now, the Cubs have an opportunity to, right here in this stretch, these next 7 to 8 games, to really make a statement that, all right, we're the number one team, and let's go out there and prove it.
You know, the Brewers have lost 6 straight, and they're still a quality baseball team. But it's funny, I go on Fangraphs all the time, and they give you their playoff analytical odds report, and their odds report says that the favorites to win the division are the Cubs, 80-some%. Number 2, though, is not the team leading.
Yeah.
It's the team the Cubs are playing today. Does that surprise you?
Yes, it does. You know, the Pirates are on. They're coming right now. They're full steam. They're playing good ball. They have Starlin Marte back, and I think the Pirates are going to be that second-place team right now. And it's going to come down to September, where
a lot of fun.
The NL Central is going to make. Whoever's going to win it is going to win it in September.
All right, let's take a look at the St. Louis Cardinals starting lineup. Manager Mike Matheny's club will line them up like this. Carpenter's at second, leads off. Tommy Pham having a good year in left. Fowler, 3-hole hitter in center. Jed Jerko at third. Yadi Molina catches. Luke Voigt will be at first. Paul DeJong is at short. Randall Grichuk is in right. And the pitcher hitting ninth is Adam Wainwright. But Tommy Pham, 2 more hits yesterday. This guy's a good player.
Yeah, I watched his at-bats yesterday, and he's powerful. He's explosive. He's down in his legs, and he attacks the ball. And that's the thing right now. When you have some success, you gain confidence. And that's what he is. He's a youngster that's been up and down, has really understood why he's got sent down, has come up and really solidified his job.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Cubs and Cardinals are coming up. We're at the Jim Beam patio, a spot you want to hit when you come out to Wrigley. We'll be right back. This is CSN.
Your official Rolex jeweler is James & Sons in Chicago, Orland Park, and Cherville.
Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy combines German-style Weiss beer with the taste of natural lemonade. It's as refreshing as refreshment gets. Leinenkugel's. Welcome to the Liney side.
In our pizza family, you get bigger, better ingredients
For less dough.
Get Papa John's Double XL Pizza, loaded with oversized and traditional Italian sausage and huge deli-style pepperoni. Only $12.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Ah, the 500 Air. The Full of 500's instant ticket lets you live the fun life. The 500 Air takes excitement to new heights and knows how to have an awesome time. With over $12,500 prizes, the next 500 Air could be you, and the whole world could be your canvas. Play Full of 500s or any of the new Illinois Lottery instant tickets today and make your big splash.
This could be the one. I know what you're thinking. There's the dad that makes fathering look easy. But before Pacifica, he had his hands full. Now you see a man who's able to stow and go with ease. But he wasn't always that man. Now thanks to our Pacifica, Dad can put his mistakes behind him. Well, most of them.
Booyah! Yeah.
Chrysler Pacifica is now the highest-ranked minivan in initial quality by J.D. Power. Get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 total bonus cash when you purchase the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
Remember when everything you did was for the fun of doing it? BMW sports activity vehicles are the perfect combination of ample space, dynamic power, and sleek design. There truly is an X perfect for every adventure, so you can go wherever the fun takes you. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Lease a BMW X5 X-Drive 35i for as low as $639 a month.
I know what you're thinking. There's the dad that makes fathering look easy. But before Pacifica, he had his hands full. Now you see a man who's able to stow and go with ease. But he wasn't always that man. Now thanks to our Pacifica, Dad can put his mistakes behind him. Well, most of them.
Booyah! Yeah.
Chrysler Pacifica is now the highest-ranked minivan in initial quality by J.D. Power. Get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 total bonus cash when you purchase the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
Subscribe to the Cubs Talk podcast on iTunes or the Google Play Store today.
Hey, Dare to Live in full color with Blue Man Group. The spectacular collision of comedy, theater, rock concert, dance party, all rolled into one. Catch our Boys in Blue at Briar Street Theater. Call 800-BLUE-MAN or visit blueman.com. All right, welcome back to our Fields Auto Group Cubs pregame live. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. Let's take a look at our fan poll results. We asked you how confident you are in the Cubs bullpen. Your choices were very, somewhat, not sure, or I'm not confident. 48%, I guess I'm not surprised after yesterday, went not confident. I still think there'll be an addition before the 31st.
That would be nice to get another fresh arm. These guys were used a lot in the first half. So a nice arm to mix in there to give some guys just a little bit more days off and keep them fresh into September. That would be huge for the Cubs.
I made a bunch of calls, too, to different scouts that I trust, and I said, Zach Britton's on the market, and they went, no shot he's coming here. Yeah. The Cubs just don't have the bullets, and they're not trading big-time pieces off their major league club to get a bullpen guy. So I don't see that one happening.
That's going to be a tough one. You know, you have Candelario. You gave away a couple, your number one pitching prospect already to the White Sox, so it's tough.
Quickly, let's go through the keys. We talked about an encore for John Lester. That's a big one.
Yeah, it's just getting strike one. Strike one and gain your momentum, and if you can get the little offense too, that's just an added bonus.
All right, and yachty, this guy kills us.
Yeah, this guy is hitting 444 off of Lester in his career, and he has a home run already this year against him. So he's feeling good, and keeping him down and guys not on in front of him is going to be important.
All right, David and I are dead even in key performer. I get first pick. I am going to go with Anthony Rizzo. I think he does some damage today against Adam Wainwright.
It's a good day for Chris Bryant back in the lineup. I'm going to take him, and hopefully he can surprise and get some balls and get some action today.
All right, we'll see how it goes. All right, Cubs pregame wrapping up. The post will be from the station. Len and JD are coming.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, inviting you to become a member of the Fields family. When you buy or lease, you also get our free loaners, car washes, and our cafes. And with more than 35,000 vehicles sold annually, you can get a great offer like this.
And now, during the summer clearance event, you can lease a new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica Touring L for only $279 per month for 39 months at Fields Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Glenview.
And Fields matters because you matter.
I would never go to anywhere else because they treated me so good, and it's just like family.
Chicago's favorite spot for prime steaks, the freshest seafood, and world-famous Florida stone crab. Come on down to Joe's.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
From ballparks to amusement parks and hot dogs to haute cuisine, visit enjoyillinois.com for trip ideas. Brought to you by the Illinois Office of Tourism, proud partner of the world champion Chicago Cubs. Illinois, are you up for amazing?
$1 window siding and door installation, 102 Pine Street.
Let's go, guys.
It's Feltco to the rescue with $1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors. Plus, no interest for 1 year. It's Feltco's biggest sale of the year.
That's $1.
$1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors.
Hurry, $1 installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
Dad, can I put a lemonade stand outside?
Sure.
With Xfinity Internet, get the speed you need to connect multiple devices. Ask how to get the best in-home Wi-Fi experience, or get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 1 year. If life gives you speed, make lemonade. Call or visit us today.
This Cubs injury report is brought to you by ATI Physical Therapy, taking physical therapy to a higher level. Ask your doctor about ATI Physical Therapy. Get there.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. Nice day at the ballpark, and it's the Cardinals and Cubs, Game 2 of a 3-game weekend series. The Cardinals came back late with a 9-run 8th inning to take the opener. Great to have you with us from beautiful Wrigley Field. Jim Deshaies, Len Casper. The Cubs snapped a 6-game winning streak coming onto the All-Star break with that loss. Yesterday, they hand the ball over to their opening day starter, John Lester, today. This is a fun veteran matchup.
Yeah, two guys with very big resumes. Lester and Wainwright will take the mound today. Adam Wainwright's had a career worth of starts against the Cubs here at Wrigley Field. He's been really good, 10-2 with a 3.89 ERA, although the last time he pitched here, August of last year, he allowed 7 runs in just 2 innings of work. John Lester against St. Louis, solid stuff, 12 games, a 2.37 earned run average. This will be his 4th look at them this year.
And he's also made 3 postseason starts in his career, including a couple of wins with the Red Sox in the 2013 World Series. The Cubs will try to get back to their winning ways this afternoon. They're still just 1 game out of first place as the Brewers have dropped 6 in a row. Couple of wild card and division contenders, Cardinals and Cubs, coming up.
This golden opportunity features silicon, microprocessors, and code. Raw elements transformed into innovation by Lexus. Experience advanced safety technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event before it ends.
Lease the 2017 NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
I'm only here for a blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress. Ooh, blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress.
Sometimes it's hard to leave Goodwill with just one thing.
Ah, blue dress.
But it's okay. With your Club Goodwill Rewards card, you can earn points with every purchase for even more savings.
You always amaze me.
We're very satisfied with the entire process, thanks to the great staff at Bill Jacobs Volkswagen.
Had a great experience and exceptional service.
Creating a memorable automotive experience. That's what we're trying to do each and every day. Buying a new car should be exciting, and at Bill Jacobs Volkswagen, it is. It's the Volkswagen Model Year-End event. Lease a new 2017 Passat or Jetta for just $89 per month. Bill Jacobs Volkswagen. The cars bring you in. The experience brings you back. Aurora Avenue in Naperville.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Lexus, who encourages you to experience amazing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. Ford, who invites you to go further in their fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Menards, save big money at Menards. And Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Welcome back. Nice day. It is humid, but not that hot. And you see the fans still filing in for this 3:05 first pitch. And today also 5th annual Sun Safety Day here at Wrigley Field, co-sponsored by Advocate Children's Hospital, Mod 50, a sun protection clothing company, and the first 5,000 kids in attendance, 13 and younger, getting a swim shirt, which is pretty cool. And I have it right here. I've got the 2016 World Champs and the Cubs logo, and they do a great job. I think they handed out sunscreen today as well. And a reminder, skin cancer is the #1 form of cancer in the United States, and most of the damage we receive happens before we reach the age of 18. So educating our youngsters about the dangers of too much sun exposure, really important. And they've got their shirts on today out in the bleachers as well as we get set for game 2. Weird day yesterday. Cubs had a 3-2 lead into the 8th inning when the Cardinals put up a 9 spot. And it was the 3rd time in the last 5 Cub home games they've allowed a 7-run or better inning. So we'd like to nip that in the bud, as Barney Fife used to say a lot.
Nip it in the bud. You know, I heard Joe Maddon's comments after the game yesterday, and I couldn't agree with him more. And sometimes Joe will kind of try to flip the script a little bit. He'll talk about, you know, we played a really good game, and sometimes I think he's just covering, and other times I think he's spot on. I think that was the case yesterday. For the most part, the starting pitching was good. The approach at the plate was really good. Just the bullpen blew up. One phase of the game blew up, and it blew up in a big way.
Nice hand for John Lester and the Cubs defense as they take the field, and will sign some autographs. And let's look in on Mike Matheny's Cardinals Southwest starting lineup. They're just 3.5 games out. They're in 4th place, but it is bunched up at the top of the NL Central. Carpenter playing second today, and in the leadoff spot again, Tommy Pham has been maybe their hottest hitter this season. He's at left. Dexter Fowler had a big day yesterday against his former team. Jerko cleans up at third. Molina back in the lineup, scratched late due to an ankle issue yesterday. Luke Voigt, the rookie, is at first base. Paul DeYoung, the shortstop, bats 7th. Randall Grichuk in right, second day back from the DL. And Adam Wainwright can hit. He's got 2 homers already this year.
Cubs defensively, and Kyle Schwarber left. John Jay gets a start in center field this afternoon. A 4-time Gold Glove Award winner Jason Hayward is in right. Bryant, Russell, Zobrist, and Rizzo on the infield. Rizzo Gold Glove winner as well. Wilson Contreras will do the catching here today, and Lexus starting pitcher for the Cubs is John Lester. Lexus experience amazing, 6 up, 6 down with a 4.07 ERA for John. You may recall his last start in this ballpark just before the break against Pittsburgh. He did not get out of the first inning, allowed 10 runs, 4 of which were earned, and as we expected, he bounced back in a big way last time out in Atlanta. 7 innings of 3-hit, 1-run ball.
Get the umpires for you. Adam Hammery. A Hammery am I. All plate umpire. Dan Bellino, the Chicago native, at first. Kerwin Danley, the crew chief, at second. Todd Titchener's over at third. Cubs 3 games over 500, looking for their 50th win. Cardinals 2 under. Pirates, hottest team in the division. Winners of 6 in a row. And just a game behind the Cubs for second. Here we go. Strike on Carpenter to get us started.
Fastball, cutter, curveball change from Lester. Left-handed batters hitting just 192 against John. Carpenter for his career 5 out of 28 against Lester. That's a .179 batting average.
Since the start of last year, Matt Carpenter is hitting 127 against Cubs pitching. That's 13 for 102. And that is the lowest average for any player against any team with at least 70 at bats. So a guy who can hit, but Cubs pitching has done a really nice job against him.
A really good offensive player, and they've been able to shut him down. When he first came into the league, he was a line drive hitter, didn't hit for a whole lot of power, but he developed more power, pulls the ball with more authority. He's always been very patient. His walk rate just under 17%, tops in the National League.
1-2 is spoiled. 78 degrees southeast breeze at 10 miles an hour. A little bit of a crosswind.
Not as steamy out here as I anticipated.
Another 1-2, and that one is pulled foul on the ground.
Cubs starters have been on a nice roll, and 2.14 ERA since the break.
Well, Jake Arrieta putting together quite a month of July. Tough no decision yesterday. He's got a 2.13 this month. As Carpenter went, that's a strikeout.
Yes, he did.
Tommy Pham. Two hits, two knocked in yesterday, walked as well. 8 times this month he's had at least 2 hits in a game.
Putting up big numbers. 375 in the month of July. Quite the road warrior.
So Daniel Murphy on that list. He's hitting .342 overall for the Nationals. Leads the National League in OPS and slugging. Check that he did last year. And near the top again. 3-1. Fowler on deck. And the pitch. Kind of our first full count today.
John Lester, typically a guy who's not going to give in. He's always going to try to make pitches regardless of the count, and by that I mean he's not just going to throw one, very rarely anyway, right over the heart of the plate intentionally, always trying to hit a corner. Center cut.
Hayward in front of the center fielder Jay for the second out. Now Fowler. Late afternoon start. Maybe you got a few errands in this morning.
Maybe you went to the farmer's market. Got some peaches.
Is that what you did?
Yeah. Part of the program.
Nice hand for Dexter. The World Series champion last year. Big day yesterday. 3 for 4, double walk, RBI, stolen base, and a run. He filled up that scorecard.
Yeah, he brought his A game to the ballpark yesterday. This is a final leg of a 3-city road trip for the Cardinals. Fowler 8 out of 31 so far on the trip, a .258 average. They lost 2 out of 3 in Pittsburgh, then split a 4-game set with the Mets.
Bounced foul. You saw Mike Matheny. Has the best one-loss record in Major League Baseball since taking over the Cardinals in 2012. And on the other side today, Joe Madden seeking his 250th win as the Cubs manager. He would be the 13th Cubs skipper to reach 250 wins.
It's full again.
Jerko is on deck. Here's the 3-2 to Fowler. Swing and a miss, and a 1-2-3 start for John Lester. Cubs bats coming up against veteran righty Adam Wainwright when we return.
Who amongst you goes by the name Fenwick? Tell me, and the rest of you will be spared.
I am Fenwick.
I am Fenwick.
I am Fenwick.
Hey, Fenwick, have you seen my shield? This has got vertical stripes on it. Mine had horizontal.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
The beer that's as refreshing as refreshment gets. Leinenkugels Summer Shandy.
Check this out. I found a way to keep my family from the King's Hawaiian.
Whoa.
Check this out. Whoa.
King's Hawaiian Foods.
Hey, Bryce Harper, can we selfie?
Wait, how'd you get out here?
Oh, don't worry, I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB.
You sure about that?
Yeah, hey, can I have the Pine Tar? Check it out. Unlimited data meet unlimited grip. Hey, the guys need me in the bullpen. Sorry. That's the dugout. I know, yeah, totally.
We can't really give every fan access to the field, but we can give you America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Judge us because we're loud. Judge us because we're different. Judge us because we're free. The truth is, we can't hear you anyway.
Get a great deal at the Dodge Summer Clearance Event. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,750 total bonus cash on the 2017 Dodge Charger.
Now the Cubs batting order brought to you by Southwest, and the big story today, the return of Chris Bryant missing one game with the finger injury. So Zobrist, Bryant, Rizzo at the top. Wilson Contreras now leads all National League catchers in home runs after hitting another one yesterday. Schwarber in left, Russell the shortstop, Hayward the ex-Cardinal in right, another former Redbird, John Jay in center, and John Lester the pitcher will hit ninth as Adam Wainwright is ready to work against Ben Zobrist. And a ground ball to first before we could even mention the leadoff man is presented and was presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Unfortunately, Ben didn't get a hit, but if the leadoff man does, Benny's donates $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. One pitch, one out.
Cardinals defensively, Pham, Fowler, Grichuk in the outfield, Jerko, DeYoung on the left side of the infield. Carpenter will move over and play second with Luke Voigt getting a start at first base with the lefty Lester on the mound. Yadi Molina, 8-time Gold Glove winner, 8-time All-Star. He's paired with Adam Wainwright, and that has happened more times than any other tandem in St. Louis Cardinal history, this Wainwright-Molina tandem. He's the Lexus starting pitcher for the Cardinals, a high ERA of 5.08, but he's got a winning record at 11-5.
Bryant goes to the opposite field, so the finger's feeling good. Actually, that bottom finger right above the knob of the bat, which can be a little tricky. And a quick recovery.
Slow hook, and you'll see that from Wainwright. He'll change speeds on the curveball. Very resourceful guy. Doesn't have the fastball that he once did. He never was a real overpowering guy, but lost a couple of ticks on the velocity. So sinker, cutter, curve. Once in a while, a changeup.
Here's Anthony Rizzo. We mentioned Wainwright and Molina, 233rd time they've started together. Previous Cardinal leaders, Gibson and McCarver, worked together 198 times. 1 ball, no strikes. So no oven mitt or anything like that for Chris running the bases. And if he steals here, does he go feet first, or does he continue to do what he normally does?
I don't know. I would think he would go feet first. Finger's still a little tender. Probably not going to run, though, against this tandem. I'm going to try to set the record for saying tandem in a broadcast. I think I'm up to 4 now. But this pairing of Wainwright, Molina, like Wainwright, doesn't throw quite as well as he used to, but still pretty good at shutting down the running game. And only been 2 stolen bases with Wainwright on the mound this year. There's only been 3 attempts. Depending on the base out situation and who the hitters are, you may see Joe Madden try to play a little hit and run, because when Wainwright's on his game, he'll get a lot of outs on the ground. You see the zone trap. 1-3-1.
Swing and a miss for out number 2.
So Wainwright, I mentioned the high ERA, but he had 2 starts in the series, had 2 where he's allowed 9 earned runs. The most recent one in Baltimore back on June 17th, he went an inning and 2/3, allowed 7 hits, 9 runs. Since then, he's pitched quite well, 2 runs or less in 4 of his 5 starts since that ball game.
Contreras, 14 home runs, leading all National League catchers. Hey, JD, what did the stable owner do to the horse hides?
What did the stable owner do to the horse hides?
Yeah. He tanned them.
Yes, he did.
1-0 on Contreras.
I thought we were going to get into a juiced baseball conversation there.
Just trying to find another way to get that word in. In this case, 2 words. This was the home run.
That was a cement mixer slider from Martinez. Red hot Contreras stays that way. 364 in July with a 709 slugging percentage.
Hitters count. And the pitch. Well, right down the middle. And a fastball at that. For a strike. Big crowd here today. And as expected when the Cardinals and Cubs get together. I don't see an empty seat in the house. Swing and a miss.
Good action on the cutter there from Wainwright. You saw pretty good movement on his 2-seam fastball. He works from the extreme first base side of the rubber. And there you see good tilt. Well placed at strike to ball, cut fastball or slider.
I did see a couple of empty seats, but it's because they're out getting some concessions. 2-2 foul. Bryant singled with 1 out. He's still at first with 2 gone.
6'7", 235 is Wainwright, 35 years of age. You see he and Lester all over the top 10 among active pitchers in terms of wins and winning percentage.
Bounce toward the hole. Snagged there by DeYoung. The throw is in time. What a play. Oh, my. Paul DeYoung looking like Ozzie Smith. And robbing Contreras of a base hit after an inning. 0-0.
A city divided by pride. Bragging rights are up for grabs. But this year, a blockbuster trade fuels the Red Line rivalry. No matter what colors you stand behind, the flash of the blue and red, or the grit of the black and white, everyone will be watching. 2 teams. 1 epic series. 1 place to watch it. CSN, your home for the Crosstown Cup.
Now at the Honda Summerbration sales event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Civic and keep things festive all summer long. Your unforgettable summer begins today with a trip to the Honda Summerbration sales event. Hurry in and get a great deal on a Honda Civic from KBB.com's best value brand at your local Honda dealer.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. At Jim Beam, our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Time now for the Giga Time moment, powered by Xfinity. Paul DeYoung.
Yeah, pretty spectacular play, and it's ironic. DeYoung yesterday had a ground ball go right through his legs for an error, but that was a spectacular play. Wainwright pretty pumped up about it.
Well, normally when a guy makes a great play, the guy who plays right next to him defensively leads off the next inning. That's my experience today.
Happens all the time.
1-1 on Jerko. Didn't mean to. That ball, I believe, is fair. No call made by the home plate umpire yet. Hammery, and the tag applied. He's out. So while Jerko's looking into his dugout, Contreras just walks over and tags him.
We would call that a slow developing play, and here comes Mike Matheny out to make his case. Jerko saying that the ball hit him.
Right here. Now he's probably going to be out no matter what. But with replay now, and it did hit him, and they'll, I'm sure, take another look at it. But you might as well just run. You can't really sell it, I don't think, by standing around for 10 seconds. Is this not reviewable?
It's, if nothing else, it should be, let's talk to the other umpires and see if they saw anything, and I'm surprised that that's not being done here.
Not going to look at it. Strike to Molina.
Now Molina with a grievance. Molina's been very good against John Lester in his career. He's got a 400 batting average against him. 12 out of 30.
Curve for a strike, 0-2.
Argue that one too, and Adam Hammer at some point is going to say, let's play ball here, Yachty.
Well, he didn't start on Thursday, didn't play Thursday, and then was scratched yesterday with the ankle discomfort after making 16 consecutive starts. So the last thing Mike Matheny wants is for Molina to get kicked out here early. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
You could almost see that coming. Clearly, his focus was lost after 2 borderline calls went against him, and smart pitch to throw the elevated fastball there. Throw the chase pitch up in the eyes of a frustrated hitter. It's a wasted at bat there for Molina.
Luke Voigt hits the first pitch on the ground to Addison Russell. 1-2-3. Lester has faced 6 and retired all of them, and the Cardinals are frustrated in a scoreless tie early.
Food, water, internet. We need it to live. But what we don't need are surprises, like extra monthly fees. I see you fee played by legendary actress Angelica Houston.
You got me, Mark.
Internet for one everyday simple price and no extra monthly fees.
We asked premium vehicle owners to judge 3 premium SUVs, not knowing the brands.
Nice and responsive.
The leather, the material, feels very well crafted.
This one is by far my favorite. I really like the bold lines.
Mazda. I did not expect that.
This is the one that I would want to drive every day.
Discover a smarter premium at the Driver's Choice event.
Now get 0% financing plus no payments for 90 days on all new 2017 Mazda CUVs.
We've been going to Menards a lot lately because my husband and I just bought our first home. Our front door is the first big thing we're changing. I was able to create the door that I wanted. 3-panel mission with a dentil shelf and patina accented glass. Having that level of control over the final product is a really great experience. I'm Lisa, and this is our door.
Ricky Fowler's a professional golfer. When it comes to hitting perfect drives, nobody does it better. He's also into oil painting. Looking good. But when it comes to mortgages, he's less confident. Fortunately for Ricky, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so he can understand the details and be sure he's getting the right mortgage. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently.
Food, water, internet. We need it to live. For all the streaming and the shopping and the newsing, but most of all, for the this.
Internet for one everyday simple price and no extra monthly fees.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. Schwarber swings and fouls, so I guess fair foul in the infield not reviewable. So Turco trying to sell that that ball was fouled off his leg, which it appeared to be, but it didn't matter.
It's interesting that that play would not be reviewable.
Yep.
Seems like I don't understand.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wainwright with that good slow curveball will slow you down, then try to slip the heater by you. Or Craig weak contact with a good moving fastball, 92. Pretty heavy with the curveball here for Schwarber, one after another. That's the question now for Wainwright and Molina. They're just going to stick to this curveball, or do they feel like they've got him sitting on that breaking ball?
Way out in front on the curve. Second punch out for Wainwright.
Dangerous curves ahead, nothing but curveballs, varying the speed on it. Be interesting to see what they do next go around with Kyle. Big swing by the big slugger, but he comes up empty.
Strike to Addison Russell. Hitting 6th, playing short. Six out of 12 against Wainwright. Curve in the inside corner. Addison's batting just 165 here at Wrigley Field.
And wasn't it just the opposite last year? He was a lot better here than he was on the road. Seems to be the story.
Two and two now. Jason Hayward on deck. 0-0 tie, bottom 2. Now last year it was about 65 points better at home than on the road. .301 in the road gray this year. And lines right to DeYoung.
Well, he worked good at bat and ultimately made hard contact, but unfortunately for him, right at his opposite number out there at short. Wainwright used to be a real horse, would eat up a lot of innings. Now just he's had a lot of starts where he's had a hard time getting through 6.
One and nothing on Jason. And 393 over his last 8 games. Batting 7th today. Led off yesterday. Like he's got his good curve today. Does he? I have to look. Does he have the Twitter handle Uncle Charlie something?
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
He does. Pulled to right. It's deep into the corner. Fair ball. Grichuk trying to chase it down. Hayward on his way to third. He's got a triple.
Hayward continues to swing a hot bat. His 4th triple. He cleared the bases with one the other day. This time he's able to stay back on that slow curveball. Boy, impressive bit of hitting there by Hayward. Hammers it into the corner right off the base of the wall and rebounding back past Grichuk, and that buys Hayward another 90 feet.
He's in third with 2 outs. Now another former Cardinal, John Jay.
Just got a little too close to the brick wall. Matheny trusting his veteran pitcher to get the 8-hole hitter here with the pitcher on deck.
A savvy 8-hitter swinging 2 terrible pitches to start an at bat just to get a pitcher to pitch to him. 2-2.
I do not know anyone quite that savvy.
Guessing we could find a former major leaguer who batted 8th who could now retroactively claim that he did that.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 to 3-2. The pitch. Ground ball to DeYoung. Hayward triples with 2 outs. He's left stranded 90 feet away, and we still don't have a run through 2 innings.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin with Cubs great Andre Dawson.
Hard work is the best way to succeed. That's why if you need a lawyer, you need to call my Hawk, Howard.
If you or someone you know needs help with an injury case, call me. 312-6-million. Injury law, made personal.
At Bass Pro Shops, we are honored to employ close to 2,000 veterans. We're also proud to have offered a military discount every month for over a decade. We thank you, veterans, for everything. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here.
Catch a brand new episode of Beer Money, presented by Coors Light, Chicago's favorite sports trivia show, where fans are put to the test for a chance to take home cash. Tomorrow at 7 on CSN.
As a young man, I worked in the steel mills, where I learned the value of honest hard work. It's also where I saw firsthand how lives can be changed by tragic moments, how individuals or their families struggled in the aftermath. And it was then that I decided my life's work, that while I may not be able to prevent tragic moments, I could fight to help better the lives of those who suffered them.
Gerald Kia of North Aurora has been named Kia's 2016 Dealer of the Year. We are one of 10 dealers out of 775 in the U.S. to be named as Kia's Dealer of the Year. This comes as a result of overall excellence in sales, service, and customer satisfaction. Lease a brand new 2017 Kia Soul or 2017 Kia Forte for only $169 per month with zero down. That's right, zero down for only $169 per month. Gerald Kia of North Aurora, always a better deal, guaranteed.
Well, welcome back to Wrigley Field. This is your Miller Lite game report. Scoreless headed to the third, and I am now joined by what was certainly a Cubs fan favorite, former outfielder Juan, Pierre, who taken in the game with the whole family today. Is this a little bit different than this experience, teaching them about the game?
Oh, definitely. This is my first game in Wrigley as a fan, so I had to ask my wife how you even get into the stadium. I didn't even know what entrance to take or any of that, but it's a great experience. They're a little bit too young to really realize what's going on, but it's definitely something to put in the memory book.
Well, you played here in 2006, certainly a year that as a club you would have liked to have done better, but what were your favorite memories being with this team and just playing in this park every day?
Wrigley Field is historic. I remember being as a kid running home watching Andre Dawson, Ron Sandberg, the day games, Mark Grace and all those guys, and to be able to put on the Cubs uniform, the pinstripes, was just an awesome feeling to come playing from. We were bad that year, and we still would get 35,000, 40,000 a day. It's just great memories here, and when they won it last year, you kind of felt a little bit a part of it. You know, I didn't have much to do with it, but I always tell anybody ever put that uniform on, they wanted to be the one that win it, and so it's good to come back and see all the renovations and stuff.
Absolutely. I've seen you talk to a number of the guys. Any of them that you really just were super excited to see? Rizzo's
like a neighbor to me. In we live in Parkland. He's a Parkland hero, so it was very excited. He used to hit with us when he was in high school, so it makes me feel kind of old. But Jason Hayward was another guy I played against. Lester, a lot of these guys I played against. A lot of coaches, a couple coaches that was here when I was here, so it's just a good feeling to be back.
Absolutely. Well, last but not least, you played on both sides of town, and we got the Crosstown Series coming up. I mean, what do you like about that? What did you like about playing in that?
It was crazy because playing on both sides, you throw the records out, you throw everything out, and the fans really got into it. As players, we like, okay, it's another game, we got to win, but the fans were crazy, and what I realized is like the White Sox, the Cubs don't like the White Sox. The White Sox fans, they hate the Cubs fans, so they're really mad probably about last year, so it might be a couple fights in the stands, maybe. I hope not, but maybe.
No, but always a great series and always great to see you. Thank you so much for your time, and enjoy this with your family, okay?
All right, thank you.
We appreciate it. Guys?
Hey, Kelly, can you ask JP his favorite TV broadcaster?
They got one more question for you. They want to know your favorite TV broadcaster.
With initials LK.
Right.
Lynn Casper, my favorite TV. Jake Lynn Casper.
He didn't even know, guys, who was asking the question.
Without a doubt, Lynn. That's my guy.
Love JP.
Well done.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Kelly.
Juan. You bet, guys.
2 outs here. I'll tell you, one of my favorite guys, and we always say, right, you know, blue collar, hard worker, first guy in, last guy out. There was nobody who worked harder than Juan Pierre. Nobody ever will.
Yeah, had an outstanding career, lifetime .295 batter, 614 stolen bases, top 20 all time.
Great human. Here's Wainwright, who can play the whole game, can field his position, and he can swing it as well.
222 average this year, a couple of home runs already. He's driven in 10. Don't get careless.
Bounding ball foul.
Juan Pierre, make a play on that ball. John Lester here in the early going, really sharp.
Pulled foul. The other note about Juan Pierre, he came out of one of the most underrated baseball schools around, South Alabama, right? I mean, you think about a ton of future major league players out of South Alabama. Luis Gonzalez. 1-2 the count. Marlon Anderson, Lance Johnson, John Lieber, Adam Lind, Mike Mordecai, David Freese. And he got him looking. Perfect through 3 is John Lester. Still 0-0.
I got to make a lot of tough calls. Does Italian beef go better with Chianti or with a floral Chablis? Shopping at Benny's Beverage Depot is always the easy call. Don't argue with the ump. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Play ball.
Whoa, impressive stats. Yeah, these guys are good. Yes, drive the middle. Oh. Let's see that again. What a performance.
Lease a new 2017 RAV4 for $189 a month or get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places.
On the left, the $6 footlong Subway Club with turkey, Black Forest ham, and roast beef. On the right, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki dripping in sweet onion sauce. 2 footlongs enter, none leave, because you ate them. The sweet onion chicken teriyaki and the Subway Club, they're footlongs and they're $6 each. Subway, so much sandwich.
Looking to save on your AT&T wireless bill? Xfinity now offers Xfinity Mobile, a new kind of network designed to save you money. That includes 90% of AT&T customers. Get up to 5 lines of unlimited talk and text at no extra cost when you sign up for Xfinity Internet. So get Xfinity Internet and get speeds up to 75 megabits per second. Get fast speeds at home with Xfinity Internet. Stay connected on the go with Xfinity Mobile. Get started with Internet and TV for just $25 each a month for 12 months when you bundle both. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Welcome back. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third. The battle for the Crosstown Cup begins at Wrigley Field. The White Sox will travel north to play the Cubs for day games this Monday and Tuesday. Make sure you're here for one of the most popular series of the year. Tickets are still available, so get them while they last. Visit Cubs.com for tickets today.
First time this season, Lester has not allowed a base runner in his first 3 innings of his start, and he will lead off the Cubs' third. And coming off maybe his best ever offensive performance. Did something no Cub pitcher had done since Charlie Root back in 1930. That is a Cubs starting pitcher to have a double walk and a stolen base in the same game.
Blistered that double off of Tehran off the wall. And they weren't holding him, so off he goes, swipes a bag.
Teammates made sure he got the actual base and made a donation I believe the Braves charities to get second base, and John lives in that area, so he could just take the base home and put it in his souvenir closet. Bounced foul.
Speaking of souvenirs,
getting a lot of tweets, and players can occasionally write a little note or some initials on their cap. John has PLACT on his cap, as DeYoung has had a busy start. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I guess it is an acronym for Play Like a Champion Today. So that would be appropriate, right? I think you should write that on your scorecard every day. BLACT, right? Broadcast like a champion today. Here's Zobrist. 3 hits yesterday, grounded out in the first today.
do stupid better.
I love our fans, man. They don't miss a thing. Been a lot of talk about what the hand signals are at first. Jesse Rogers the other day walked around the clubhouse to find out, and I guess nobody really knows what it is. It's just some sort of gesture that you make toward the dugout, and if you don't do something, your teammates are going to let you hear about it. Yeah, that's what I gather.
Yeah, the genesis apparently was Schwarber in college. They used to wave from the base back into the dugout, so he started doing that, and that's so they started to wave, and then guys went rogue and went freestyle, and everybody would do their own whatever they wanted to do to acknowledge the dugout.
And I guess Chris Bryant occasionally gets so focused that he forgets and then has to hear it. You'll often see pitchers before an inning take a look at some motivational phrase or something they have inside their cap. 2 down. I'm curious if you ever wrote anything on the inside of your cap.
Don't forget to back up third. My major.
Was it an acronym, or did you write it out around the band?
Dear Lord, help me get through 5. Whatever happens, it's not my fault. Blame it on the bullpen. No, I don't recall actually having any messages in my hat.
Bryant with a ground ball. DeYoung yet again charging this time. It's kind of been the story early on with his defense. These 2 veteran pitchers looking good early.
Any last words?
Progress is seizing the moment. Your summer moment awaits you. Now that the Summer of Audi sales event is here. Audi will cover your first month's lease payment on select models during the Summer of Audi sales event.
Get half off exactly what you want with Pizza Hut's 50% off pizza deal. That's 50% off your favorites like hand-tossed pepperoni, meat lovers, or even Original Fan Supreme. That's right, get 50% off any menu price pizzas when you order online. But hurry, this deal ends soon. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
The Ford Summer Sales Event is in full swing.
It's kind of a secret beach. Discovered it a couple summers back.
Awesome. You have arrived at your destination.
So has everyone else.
I
guess the secret is out.
Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now with summer's hottest offer. Get 0% for 72 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. During the Ford Summer Sales Event, get 0% for 72 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Offer ends soon.
Rocket League is coming to Chicago, and you can get in the game. The Universal Open is a chance for you and a teammate to compete against the best local Rocket League players. The goal? A chance to play live in the CSN studios and advance to the $100,000 grand final in Los Angeles. Sign up to play in the Universal Open on Faceit.com. Qualifiers start July 26th. It's your chance to get in the esports game right here on CSN.
Dare to live in full color with Blue Man Group, the spectacular collision of comedy, theater, rock concert, and dance party all rolled into one. Catch our boys in blue at the Briar Street Theater. Call 800-BLUE-MAN or visit blueman.com.
There's a Blue Man. We try to tie it all together. One strike on Matt Carpenter. .387 on their current trip. And lofted to shallow left. Incoming is Schwarber. 10 Cardinal batters. They've all made an out after the first 11 of the 8th inning. Didn't make an out yesterday. Funny, weird, strange game. This pastime we call baseball. Just can't figure it out. First 9 batters of that inning all scored.
Cubs bullpen walked 8 yesterday in 3 innings of work.
Possibly as a result of that rough day, Cubs made a move today to add to their bullpen. Felix Pena has been recalled from AAA Iowa. Backup infielder Tommy La Stella optioned to Des Moines. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tommy Pham. If needed, Mike Montgomery would be available out of the pen this afternoon as well. Kyle Hendricks scheduled to come off the disabled list and start Monday against the White Sox. Nice play by Rizzo. Lester covering.
And beautiful play by the Gold Glover. You see him telling at Lester, way to get over. And Anthony made a sparkling play yesterday as well. In that long inning, he started a double play. This time glove work and then the flip to Lester. Maybe the sharpest ball the Cardinals have hit here today.
Fowler struck out in the first.
Yeah, it's kind of unfair, the nature of the game, right? The bullpen really struggles yesterday, so they need help, and that cost Tommy La Stella a spot on the big league roster. I understand if he would argue, well, I didn't walk anybody.
Yeah. And the bullpen arguably has been the most consistently strong area of the ball club all season. One from John, and Dexter couldn't hold up. And Cutter boring in on a right-handed batter.
That was a strikeout pitch to Fowler back in the first.
Make sure you check out Sunday Night with Megyn Kelly on NBC tomorrow night. Harry Smith spent a lot of time with Joe Madden, and Joe will be featured tomorrow evening. They not only chatted here, but Harry also went with Joe back to Hazleton during the All-Star break. His hometown in Pennsylvania. One of the quotes from Joe, I was unhittable as a little leaguer. Said I wasn't bragging, just true. See, I was unhittable in T-ball. Lester, 4 in the books. Perfect so far.
This golden opportunity features silicon, microprocessors, and code. Raw elements transformed into innovation by Lexus. Experience advanced safety technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event before it ends.
Lease the 2017 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
If you like the iconic chalupa from Taco Bell, you're gonna love this. Double the seasoned beef with nacho cheese sauce. The new limited edition double chalupa. Love it while it lasts. Only at Taco Bell.
I want to bring a team to Vegas. There's only one way, big. That's the only way we do it.
Why don't you get back to managing players' finances? You're working fast.
What happens in Vegas?
This is the next step in global domination.
Let's do this.
Closed captioning of Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing.
A little seepage in your basement is no need to panic. Count on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing to diagnose and repair the problem.
For a free consultation, visit uswaterproofing.com. A better basement starts with us.
Welcome back. Grammy Award-winning Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Green Day will make their performance debut here at Wrigley Field Thursday, August the 24th. The band stop at the friendly confines. Part of their Revolution Radio Summer Tour. Tickets are available now at Cubs.com/Green Day. Cubs batting here in the 4th inning. Top of the zone strike from Wainwright to Rizzo. Wainwright, 35 years old. JD mentioned he's big dude, 6'7", 235. Drafted by the Braves. He's from Brunswick, Georgia, which is on the Atlantic coast, about an hour north of Jacksonville, Florida. Cardinals acquired him prior to 2004. Bouncing ball to the second baseman, Carpenter.
He's got his ground ball game working here today. Seven outs on the ground already for Wainwright. This is his 34th career start against the Cubs, most among active pitchers.
Ray King, Jason Marquis, and Adam Wainwright went to the Cardinals for J.D. Drew and Eli Marrero.
I think most big league hitters go into a game, go into an at-bat, and they're looking for a pitch they can do damage with. Usually they're looking fastballs early. Talking with Dale Swain, former Cub manager, now the hitting coach with the Royals this spring, he said he's going to encourage his guys to think first pitch breaking ball a little bit more often. At least, you know, not sell out on the heater.
Young's going to get Contreras again. This play not nearly as difficult, even though that ball was struck well.
And Dale's theory was that a lot of times the first pitch breaking ball is just a get over breaking ball. It's not the real biter. It's not the one the pitcher's trying to put you away with. You know, if you're sitting on that breaking pitch looking for it, you could do some damage.
Now trying to be as fine as a pitcher. That's why they call it the get me over breaking ball. Yeah. Makes sense.
As the more baseball you watch, the more you realize that other than 3-0, there really isn't any such thing as a fastball count.
Back Schwarber off the plate. 2 hits for the Cubs. The Bryant single in the first, the Hayward triple, but that came with 2 outs in the second.
So it was kind of a show me inside fastball after nothing but breaking pitches last time up for Schwarber.
Jerko, the third baseman, will now move over to the right side of the infield. That's a fair ball knocked down by Voit. Looks like he'll have time as Wainwright gets over there. And these 2 veteran guys not only have been really good but efficient as well, working quickly. To the 5th. No score.
I don't own the apartment building, but the right out front is mine. And everything inside, like my office, and my library, my studio. I worked hard to get all of it. And I just
want to be sure it's all protected with auto and renter's insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy combines German-style Weiss beer with the taste of natural lemonade. It's as refreshing as refreshment gets. Leinenkugel's. Welcome to the Liney side.
When our drivers recommend their cars, their words become part of our fabric. The 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander with standard third-row seating.
Get up to $2,000 cash back or 0% APR for 72 months on select models.
Journey where this path may lead and live as big as giants. Summer sun and feeling free and sparkle just like diamonds.
Freedom awaits you this summer. Find your perfect vehicle by guiding yourself to a Jeep dealer to check out the official vehicles of summer. Get 0% financing for 75 months or $4,000 total cash allowance on the 2017 Jeep Cherokee.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "It doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
Lease a BMW 530i xDrive sedan for as low as $569 a month.
Sports Talk Live, presented by Chevy Silverado. Weeknights at 6 on CSN.
Saturday the 29th, 7:05. Bring your family out and enjoy the Under Armour All-American game here at Wrigley Field. This is your first chance to catch the country's top high school baseball players. Free tickets while they last. Available in person at the Cubs store at the park at Wrigley through Friday the 28th. Limit 8 tickets per person. No purchase necessary. Cubs.com for more information.
1-0 pitch to Jerko. Ground ball to the shortstop, Russell.
On and on we go. Dominant performance. Punch outs, weak contact. Tricky little hop there for Russell. But a nice play.
4th start of the year for Lester against the Cardinals. Winless, but a sub-4 ERA. No decision. Pitched well on opening night in St. Louis. 2013 World Series with Boston. He won both of his starts, Game 1 and Game 5. And a 0.59 ERA. Faced them in the division series with the Cubs in 2015. Took the loss in the opener, but worked into the 8th inning, giving up just 3. You mentioned Molina has had his number over the years. And the drive the other way. Hayward onto the warning track for the out. So Molina 0 for 2. And it'll bring up the rookie Voit.
Best contact of the day for the Cardinals. A good read on that ball by Hayward.
Did you read John Mozeliak's comments yesterday? They were pretty pointed after the tough loss in New York on Thursday that ended when Trevor Rosenthal failed to cover first. Their third walk-off loss on this road trip. And I like Mo a lot. He's very honest. He said, look, we don't have it all figured out. We take our responsibility. He said there are times when it's the 25 guys in that clubhouse need to kind of step up and take responsibility. He kind of added in terms of trades. Said, you know, based on what I saw yesterday, maybe we need to look at beyond this year as much as this year. So pretty honest stuff from their general manager. One and two.
I've seen a lot of new faces come through the Cardinals to the big league level in the last couple of seasons. This is our first look at Voit here, DeYoung. You know, Pham's been around a little bit, but just now establishing himself. Piscotty, relatively young player, currently on the disabled list. They've locked him up. Ledmus Diaz has come and gone. He's in the minor leagues right now. So yeah, they've kind of shaking it up, trying to find the right combination.
Called strike 3. 5 perfect innings for John Lester, who needs a little run support.
Who amongst you goes by the name Fenwick? Tell me, and the rest of you will be spared.
I am Fenwick.
I am Fenwick. I am Fenwick.
Hey, Fenwick, you seen my shield? This has got vertical stripes on it. Mine had horizontal.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
What's up, Ethan? Long time no see. How you doing? Looking good, looking strong. There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
It's the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event from the brand ranked #1 in initial quality by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. We're celebrating with deals on J.D. Power award-winning SUVs like the capable Sorento, the adventurous Turbo Soul, and the Nero, the most fuel-efficient crossover. Plus the versatile Sportage, named a KBB.com Best Buy. Hurry in for great offers on quality SUVs at the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event. And now get up to $4,000 cash back on a new 2017 Sorento.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with an unlimited baseball break brought to you by our friends at T-Mobile. Kyle Hendricks will return to the Cubs rotation on Monday. The professor has been on the DL since June 8 with right hand tendonitis. Rotation for the Crosstown Series will be Hendricks Monday, Lackey Tuesday, both at Wrigley, Jake Arrieta Wednesday at guaranteed rate, and John Lester at guaranteed rate on Thursday. Quintana starts the Milwaukee Series on Friday. Now back to Len and JD at the Combines.
Cap, thank you. Remember Colt Kyler, whose video went viral after his dad surprised him with Cubs tickets. CSN followed his first journey from Indiana to Wrigley Field, and do not miss my first Cubs game tonight after Cubs post-game live. Russell leading off the Cubs half of the 5th. 68 on the curve and outside.
Curveball command. We talk so much about fastball command, but for Wainwright, curveball command and the ability to vary the speeds on that pitch, big part of his game plan.
Also fouled it off himself. Just want to read a couple of the specific quotes from Cardinal GM John Mozeliak from Cardinals.com. He said, quote, "Do attitude and culture need to be something we look to either change or shake up? Watching a game like yesterday, meaning Thursday, it's tough to justify going out and solely playing for this year." Fowler comes in, and he'll make the catch.
Yeah, well, you know, they had a little shake-up earlier when they let a couple of coaches go, or they reassigned some people within the organization. And John's comments at that time, you could tell he was frustrated.
Everybody points the finger upstairs to try to find the solution or the move. Well, maybe 25 players need to look in the mirror. Good stuff. We'd like to welcome our viewers watching on Halo Cooperative Telephone in Halo, Iowa.
Went out in the bottom of the 5th, and this game has taken about as long as the top of the 8th took yesterday.
It was, I believe, a 61 pitch half inning. Wainwright came in with the 3rd highest ERA among nationally qualifiers at 5.08. He's gotten it down below 5 with the 4 shutout innings to date.
And the way starting pitchers are used now, i.e. they don't pitch as many innings as they used to, the pool of qualifiers seems to go down every year.
Yeah, the qualifying number is an inning per team game, so by the end of the season you need to rack up at least 162. And I wonder if that might change at some point, maybe down to 150 or something like that.
I would be in favor of that. That's the way the game is played now.
Wainwright with those long arms able to flag it down.
Bet you he was a good rebounder.
9 in a row he has retired, and 8 are ground balls.
Pitch was up, but it still had a little sinking action, and that got the ground ball off the bat of Hayward. He plays the whole game. We talked about his hitting when he was up. He's a good defensive player too.
10 ground ball outs for Wainwright as Jay swung late and fouled off. Don't know what to make of it other than I'll just give you the numbers, but Wainwright in July in his career has been great. 24-7 lifetime this month with a 243. Fowler's got it. Cubs go quietly in the 5th. Cubs nothing, Cardinals nothing.
This Hyundai summer clearance event, we're gonna make it better. No, yes. We're gonna make it better by giving customers what they really want, like amazing deals on a brand new Hyundai. Now that's better. This isn't just an event. This is the Hyundai Summer Clearance Event.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai.
And that's how we do it.
And here's another reason to buy now. Lease the Tucson for $139 a month or get up to $4,000 in total savings.
Let's reset for the next customer.
Visit buyhyundai.com today.
$1 window siding and door installation, 102 Pine Street.
Let's go, guys.
It's Feltco to the rescue with $1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors. Plus, no interest for 1 year. It's Feltco's biggest sale of the year.
That's $1.
$1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors.
Hurry, $1 installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
This summer, people are experiencing all the excitement Chevy has to offer.
Oh boy,
I'm looking straight up. Holy smokes.
I can't tell I'm towing anything.
Go for thrilling drives and deals at the Chevy Summer Drive.
I want to go to a Chevy dealership right when I get home.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive. Qualified lessees can get this Chevy Traverse for around $219 a month. Or get 15% below MSRP on all Chevy Traverse LT models. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Chicago, CSN and P1 Aquacross are giving you the ultimate chance to splash in the summer with your very own Yamaha Wave Runner. Plus free entry to this September's Aquacross race on Lake Michigan. Enter to win at csnchicago.com/P1 Chicago today. The Chicago Showdown begins Monday on CSN. Avi Garcia and the Sox Sluggers look to strike first in the war at Wrigley. Game coverage starts at noon with White Sox pregame live or stream live at csnchicago.com or on the NBC Sports app.
Starting pitching, name of the game today. John Lester. 7 strikeouts, no base runners through 5. Bottom 3 in the Cardinal order. Here in the 6th inning, DeYoung bounces foul into the Cubs dugout.
Yeah, you'll notice these hitters now in swing mode, both Lester and Wainwright. Such good command around the plate, and that's put everybody in the mood to go up there and swing it.
Line foul. DeYoung snapped an 0 for 15 with a game-winning 2-run double in the 8th inning yesterday. His extra base hit percentage almost 14%, third best in baseball with at least 150 plate appearances. So 14% of his plate appearances end up in extra base hits.
And only 2% of them end up in walks. So you have a guy with legitimate power who doesn't take walks, and it's not fair to say he's getting a free pass, but the longer he's in the league, if he continues to show that approach.
As he takes a call third. Fooled that time.
Yeah, well, what's happening is they're swinging early, and they're getting into pitchers counts, and then they're kind of getting locked up mentally, and clearly here he's thinking breaking pitch or something, and that fastball's right over the outside corner. But to finish the point on him, I think you're going to find the pitchers are going to be less willing to give in until he proves to be a little more patient.
Grichuk bounces to third. That is a fair ball. Fielded by Bryant. 2 down. Here comes the pitcher, Wainwright.
A little difficulty making the transfer to the throwing hand, but able to steam that throw across the diamond.
To this point in the ballgame, combined, these two starters have faced 2 over the minimum. Ground ball, base hit.
Not you.
Knew that was coming. It's always the pitcher, right? Feels like it. So Wainwright, the first hit and base runner for the Cardinals. The Cub fans giving Lester an ovation as he retired the first 17.
Wainwright taking matters into his own hands, breaking up the perfect game.
Matt Carpenter had his sunglasses on, and then as he got halfway to home plate, he decided he doesn't want to wear them, so he set them on the ledge. And we'll just go with the eye black here.
Come in after the inning. Where did I put my glasses? I'm always losing those things. Hunter goes old school, no batting gloves.
Now leans back as he waits for the pitcher to work. 1 strike. The curveball is back in vogue, and we have 2 pitchers here who've always made that a big part of their repertoire. Lester and Wainwright.
If Wainwright gets a little careless at first base, Contreras will pick him off. Could be 0-2. They're not holding Wainwright on at first base. And with a lot of pitcher/base runners, they're not going to take an aggressive lead because they just don't feel comfortable doing it. But Wainwright being a good base runner, a good athlete, measuring a pretty big lead there. And we'll see Rizzo try to sneak in behind him.
Rizzo backs up, little bobble, but he grabs it on the bare hand, and that is that. So Wainwright singles with 2 outs to break up the perfect game and no hitter, but we're still 0-0 on the big board.
The Jaguar F-Pace. 2017 World Car of the Year and 2017 World Car Design of the Year. With our first SUV, we didn't just change the game, we elevated it. For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer today.
Check this out. I found a way to keep my family from the King's Hawaiian.
Whoa.
Check this out. Whoa.
King's Hawaiian Foods.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, inviting you to become a member of the Fields family. And with more than 35,000 vehicles sold annually, you can get a great offer like this.
And now you can lease a new 2017 Volvo XC60 T5 Dynamic 4-door for only $389 per month for 36 months at Fields Volvo Northfield.
You also get our free loaners, car washes, and our cafes.
I knew that not only was I going to get a great deal on my car, but I was also going to be part of their family.
Fields Volvo Northfield on Frontage Road.
Now available to buy or rent on DirecTV Cinema.
The Silent is notorious for the number of planes that have gone missing. The 1954 nuclear tests weren't tests. They were trying to kill something.
That's calm. He's king around here.
It's time to show that man is king. Run!
Kong Skull Island. Buy or rent it today with DirecTV Cinema. Browse movies at channel 1100.
Congrats to Chicago Fire forward Nemanja Nikolic and midfielder Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Welcome back. You can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, at CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. That's the guy you want to ask to help you move. The sofa under one arm, the refrigerator under the other. Revenge time for Lester.
Now Wainwright with the first and only Cardinal hit after Lester had retired 17 in a row. And now Wainwright has sent down 10 Cubs consecutively since the Hayward triple in the second inning. Strike 1. Lester 67 pitches through 6. Wainwright with 65 and counting. Two and one. 274th career start for Adam Wainwright. 3-1.
Opposing pitcher in the batter's box, sometimes you lose a little focus.
Out. That ball rocketed just over the Cubs dugout. Hopefully everybody's all right. Sounds like Jose Martinez got